Okay, hold on, pushing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got
Give me a second.
Alright, it's going.
one nation,
Alright, there
ain't
you
got
go.
time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left.
Oh, you're gonna pick Green Bay again.
Think one about it.
Footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Let's go. Wait, you're using the Redskins?
Yep.
You're gonna get fucked in the ass.
I don't think so. 5 minutes. 5 minute round, nigga.
What?
5 minute corner light.
This has gotten out of hand.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the new man in
It's gotten out of
DC,
hand.
Case Keenum, and the Washington Redskins as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Coach, we are just about set for
Oh
football
my
at
God.
CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner. And
Oh
this
god, the damn football group chat, dude.
What did I say?
It was just stupid funny.
The AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago, Jason Myers, will get us started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Damn.
Come on, baby. Let's
Fumble.
go. Here goes the hot. Right 20. Son got man. Twist. Here goes the hot.
Keenum now on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out,
Oh my God.
sniff it out, and
Are
finish
you
it off.
serious?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Xander. Go. Nigga, go.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Lockett. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. Tyler Lockett, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As Washington comes back out here offensively, it gives us a chance to talk about their Week 6 win, their 1st of the season. Now, granted, it was against Miami, who is still winless, but they got the job done, defended a 2-point conversion in the dying moments of that game to secure the victory.
Hashtag H.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. He was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Keenum, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Michael Kendricks. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing is Keenum. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw, it's Keenan. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. I think you have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Powers through. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He's got a first down of this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Going for Metcalf on the... wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Keenum. That escapes the sack.
Throw the freaking ball. Jesus
Swallowed
Christ.
up and taken down. Jaron Reed forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. In trouble. And down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Michael Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Keenum.
Throw the ball.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
To throw is Keenan.
Freaking ball!
The ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Touchdown.
That's bullcrap is what
Don't
it is.
fucking... What are you doing?
Dude, I threw the ball, I clicked the button, but it won't register.
Okay. I'm having no
Bull
problem.
crap.
Okay.
Huh?
I said okay.
And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Blue 20! Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now a first down throw. Keenan.
Ball! What are you doing? God almighty!
And it's intercepted.
Okay, I actually don't.
Picked up by Brad McDougal.
You saw that,
He's
right?
gonna...
Yeah.
That's bullcrap.
What are you doing?
It's bull. It won't throw.
Look, stop. Calm down. Are you trying to like, when you press the button, are you holding it down?
No, I click it.
Hold it down.
Score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
whatever you're doing when you're clicking it, you're just tapping it.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to Dixon. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have...
Okay, no.
Why do you keep pausing it?
Because that's Dookie.
Okay, what's it supposed to do?
That's Bull.
What's the pause button supposed to do?
Bull.
Fucking resume the game.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression? 3 yards and
he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This time Wilson will throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, DK, catch
And that is incomplete.
Twice
2
should've had.
seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
How come I can't see the
Tremendous
lines
way.
before?
That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it?
There you have it. Halftime quickly over.
Okay, because you know in 19 when you hold down.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you just go back to the game. Go back to the game.
Third quarter, here we go.
I'll tell you how. All right, whenever you're back on offense, or it don't matter if you're on defense, hold down.
Where the hell are you
The
getting the ball?
Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Ball.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20,
so
as
hold
his
down
guys will set up
R2
shop
and
at the
L2,
23-yard
both trigger.
line.
You get the aim and shoot on the shooting games. And then
The Seattle
on
offense
your
now
right
set to
joystick,
come back
hold
out
it
on the
up.
field. And last time out, another
right.
touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats
it.
around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
It's caught. Lockett. Tyler Lockett, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Do it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And this return is going to be...
I can't hear you. What?
I said you threw it right at me. I'll just talk louder.
Right around the 28-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It's a 39. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on down.
What?
Nothing.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Hey,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Keenum. And he fades it off. And he's going to go down again. Michael Kendricks. My goodness, makes it now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Keenum now to throw.
Oh my God. You know what?
Back at his own 6-yard line. Michael Kendricks in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Here we go on 4th with Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. Boy, a real scratcher there. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
It was short.
So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they left their defense with no margin for error.
No, 0. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Line, 90. Be alert, be alert. Let's go, defense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Michael Kendricks in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Keenum going to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Where's he going?
Tyler Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. To try again after the sack, Keenan. K.J. Wright able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Keenum to throw for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal. He was looking for points.
Okay, you won.
No, don't quit. It's literally 3 minutes and 17 seconds left. Just play the rest of the game.
No!
Please, come on.
On Fortnite.
No, I'm not getting on Fortnite.
Will you if I finish it?
I don't know, because I gotta go to bed at 10 o'clock, or if I don't, my mom and dad's gonna take my PlayStation away from me.
It's 9:30.
Exactly. I have to be off the game at like 9:45. No, don't quit. Come on. Just play the rest of the game. Lily already went this far.
there.
Just play the rest of it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. After 45.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Still on his feet. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night.
What'd you say?
I said, do you think it's possible to score 100 points?
No.
You know, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, Not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Keenum. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. K.J. Wright. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back near his goal line. Here's Keenum. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. K.J. Wright, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now is Keenum. Pressure gets down again.
That's 20.
Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you take it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Quit calling timeouts.
I can't
Now
remember.
the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yes, sir.
Throwing again on second down. But he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then with
right.
the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Mike 53. Oh, yeah.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They run again with Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I need to score. Oh my God. I need to score.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there. And go
Oh,
for
God,
it here on 4th.
score. Oh my God.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll try and throw for it
Money.
with Wilson. Flushed out right.
Money. Yes,
And this will be
sir.
caught.
Touchdown.
Taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school
Xander, just finish it
is
out.
not
God
happy
almighty,
about
it's
this
really
score
over.
this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about it.
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Sad.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
Total offense 510. Rushing yards 86. Passing yards 424. First downs only 6. Punt return yards. Kick return yards 51. Wait, kick return yards. Damn it. Total yards. Turnovers. 10. They're done.
You left my door open and let all the hot air out. No you didn't, because I closed it.
God dang, that is.
Are you Hunter, shut the door!
I scored 9 points in the first quarter. I scored 49 in the down. I scored 49 points in the second.
I had the first touchdown, so you can suck.
Third quarter, I had 14. Fourth quarter, I had 30. I scored 35 points in the fourth quarter.
I don't want to hear it. I scored the first touchdown.
Oh my gosh. This is sad. Xander, this
Shut
is
up, man.
Just
Just sit down, okay? Just shut up, alright?
Oh my gosh. Is there
Just shut up, okay? I want to talk about it, and especially now at school. Fuck off. We're no longer friends, bitch.
Yes, sir, Tyler Lockett.
Not funny. Fucking.
It's
Seahawks
fucking
suck dick.
hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know how I got the first touchdown.
My lord.
No. That was school, nigga. gonna have to play a lot of Madden 17 to get used to this game. Are you getting off?
20 stats. 200 stats. Yeah, I'm getting off.
I'll see you tomorrow, nigga.
Alright, see ya.
Fuck hard.